JDL or the ADL?
No, I'm not with the ADL, no.
Are you with JDL?
Am I with the Jewish Defense League? Is that what you're asking?
Correct.
Oh, no, no.
You know that is a domestic terrorist organization according to the FBI, right?
Yeah, of course we are, yes. But I have to tell you, Mahmoud, I'm not with the Jewish Defense League. I'm with an organization that is much worse than the Jewish Defense League, I promise you.
Oh, really?
And I just wanted to make, yeah, really, and I just wanted to make sure that you were the person that we've been looking for. And I just wanted to make sure that we had your number, which we don't need anymore, and then we had the right address, because obviously we didn't want to target the wrong person. But we are sick of being abused by a Muslim Nazi like you, and you think you can abuse Jews all over the internet, which is what you spend your life doing, and you think the Jews don't have a right of response to this.
How did I abuse Jews? Maybe can you elaborate? No, let him.
Yes, you abuse Jews because you lie all the time. No one minds legitimate criticism of Israel, Mahmoud. But what you do, you make things up in order to incite hatred against Jews.
So can you cite something in today's article that really display hate for Jews or anti-Semitism? I didn't even mention the word Jews, not once.
You spread your filth on anti-Jewish sites like The Ugly Truth, which is a neo-Nazi site run by someone like Mark Glenn, who is a well-known neo-Nazi in the USA, who, if he could, would kill all the Jews in the world. You are one of his followers. You use his site to publish your views. Now, if you were someone that just had legitimate criticism of Israel, you wouldn't be publishing your words on sites like The Ugly Truth. The Ugly Truth is a neo-Nazi site. Do you accept that, Mahmoud?
Actually, why don't you lobby a lawmaker to shut down the site if it's really un-American or anti-Jews?
Because we have free speech in America.
So that free speech applied to you guys and to us too. Anybody else who disagree with the Israeli policy?
America is the only country in the world where someone like Mark Glenn would not be in prison. In any other country in the Western world, even in Canada or Britain or any European country, he would be in prison because he incites hatred against a racial or religious group. In America, we accept that his activities are allowed, just as your activities are allowed, but the fact that you are associating yourself with a scumbag like Mark Glenn tells us everything we need to know about you, Mahmoud.
But isn't that my right, and you trying to take it away from me?
I'm not trying to take it away from you, Mahmoud.
Well, you are threatening me. You tell me where I live, and you know my address and my phone number, right? I take it that's direct threat.
It is a direct threat. You're quite right. And we're directly threatening you because you leave us no other choice.
So you coming here with machine guns and to assassinate me?
No, we don't use machine guns. Not when we're in America.
Oh, so what are you going to use? Bomb or?
Oh, don't worry. When it happens, you'll know it.
You know what? I do have a sign in the front of my house is terrorist-free zone. I'm also armed, and I would advise you or your comrades or whoever you affiliated with, let me finish. If you would like to come to my place, make sure you have a life insurance for the sake of your family. Because I will shoot above the waist and I don't give warning.
I'm sure you will, Mahmoud. I'm sure you're a big brave man.
Well, yes, I am patriotic American and I'm a sharpshooter too. Proof it. Proof it.
Call the police right now. You're a neo-Nazi and you're not a patriot at all. As a patriot, if you were a real patriot, you would follow basic American policy, which stands against terrorism.
Yes, I am too, because also our policy in the Middle East, freedom and justice for all people in the region, that include the Palestinian. I don't think anything in the peace or the article indicate hatred or anything to Jews or lie or fabricate a story as you indicated. I think you're making stuff up. I think you are threatened by my views, and I think you are too coward and too lazy to respond to it, because Mark Glenn and others who publish my views will be more than happy to publish your perspective without resorting to threat and blackmail.
What you think Mark Glenn would publish alternative views on his site? I don't think so.
Absolutely. There is a comment section where in the message board you can record your viewpoint, and more than once I've seen people attacking the article. His views are trash Muslim and badmouth.
Why do you write that Jews are the only people that have rights in Israel? Let me ask you a question, Mahmoud, and give me an honest answer, okay?
Go ahead.
Which is the only country in the world where Palestinians, apart from the Palestinian territories, which aren't actually a country, which is the only recognized state in the world where Palestinians serve in government?
Actually, they're in Jordan and other country, but that's beside the point. There's Palestinians living in America who serve the country in many capacity, and they hold public office, and they're not discriminated against, and they don't have to drive a car with separate color license plate as they do in Israel. And the Palestinian you're talking about, she was attacked in the Knesset, and they almost killed her there. You know who I'm talking about, the female member of Congress. She was threatened, she was harassed, and these images, these things that we care about, if you truly represent the only democracy in the Middle East, then you wouldn't be doing that. You're trying to draw a rosy picture of Israel, which is really enough. And
terrorist groups that want to kill Jews or in the really like to kill any Jew in the world. You are a proactive supporter of these groups. On neo-Nazi sites. That makes you an enemy of the Jewish people throughout the world. That makes you an enemy of the state of Israel.
I do not support terrorism. I condemn it in every letter of the word. I'm living in a free country. I'm exercising my right. I am criticizing the Israeli policy toward the Palestinian, and I think I have every right to do so. I don't know why you're having beef with me. Obviously, you must have searched me and read many of my articles, and whether you find it objectionable. Let's give you an example. Today's article, what was in it that you find it objectionable or anti-Jewish? Could you cite something? I just read it myself, and I would like to know. I'm open-minded. Tell me.
Are you saying you don't hate Jews?
No, I never said that. As a Muslim, no, let me answer the question, okay? You ask me a question, let me answer it. As a Muslim, we respect Jews and Judaism as a holy religion. What I am writing about is the Israeli policy and mistreatment of Palestinians. That's what I resent and find it objectionable. And as a result of that, my family were kicked out 64 years ago and were forced to live in refugee camp. My younger brother and my father, both respectively in 1948, my father, and 1983, my younger brother, whom I love dearly, both were detained for 18 months in Israeli prison camp in South Lebanon and inside Israel for no crime that they committed other than the fact that they are Palestinian. I lobby in their behalf. Of course, not my father, because I was born 3 years after he was released from Israeli jail. And the only crime my father committed is he going back to look after his mother after 1948 catastrophe where the Palestinians get kicked out. I don't think you will do anything differently than what I did if you're truly an American citizen.
They lost the war. It's tough shit. They can't complain.